We're going to hear from Amanda's friends, Celia, Tessa, and Shyla.
There was a girl I knew who would sing any moment she wasn't talking or laughing. She would light candles and try to contact spirits with a Ouija board, then become possessed, chasing you around the room with a wicked grin until she couldn't pretend anymore. Then we would all fall down laughing. It may sound stupid, but sometimes she actually had me scared. She was the girl who walked around with me wearing big cheerleading bows in her hair just because. I'm sure everyone had their own nickname for her, but to me, she was Panda Odd, for always being her weird, unique self. And when I was around her, I knew I could be too. Amanda was strong. I remember when people would talk about her or make a rude remark, she would just brush it off. Maybe that's why she went through so much, because people thought she could take anything they threw her way, but no one is invincible, not even Wonder Woman. In the end, our relationship had changed, and I had no idea what she was going through. I heard what the rest did, but people make rumors, and stories change due to opinion and imagination. And I figured that is what happened. I never got the chance to talk to her about it, and for that I'm sorry. Although like all friends, we had our ups and downs, life took us down different paths, changing the friendship that we had created. But no one can ever take from us the time that we did share together. That was full of our weird things we found funny, our ways of finding mischief, the wild imaginations, and your obsession for sparkly things. And yes, sometimes even fighting. But you were always open to forgive and forget. And when we made up, I think it brought us closer. Amanda had lots of talents that ranged from cheerleading and acting to moving people and singing. But I didn't realize how much. That when you're passing, your story went global, reminding the world the heartache that bullying can cause, and really making people think about their actions and how they truly can affect someone in a way that is unrepairable. And even in death, you still continue to move people, helping others, so maybe one day no one has to suffer from bullying. Amanda had a voice that was always so full of passion and meaning when she sung. And boy, did she love to sing. I remember her singing numerous songs, but the one that always reminded me of her is the one she sang at our middle school talent show, Someone's Watching Over Me by Hilary Duff. It talked about being strong no matter what, and to stay true to you, which are both a part of her character. But now the song has a whole new meaning, still a perseverance, but about someone being there even if you can't see them. So thank you, Panda, for being yourself and giving me the honor to have considered you a bestie not too long ago and letting me get a chance to know you, for changing me into someone unique and teaching me the value a smile and a kind heart can have. And I hope you finally found peace, because this time it's yours forever. I'll be missing you until the day I get to join you.
I met Amanda in middle school at the start of grade 7 3 years ago. We always got into a little trouble and then quickly became great friends. We were inseparable for the whole year. She was always there for me when I needed her. I remember when she moved to Maple Ridge. We thought it would be the end of the world. And acted like we would never see each other again. We both cried and carried on. Amanda even made this wonderful video about each of us. My mom then reminded us that we would only be a 10-minute drive away, and we were acting like she was moving to another country. We then both laughed hysterically. She always made me laugh, and I will miss her dearly. Amanda was a cheerful, caring, and very thoughtful person. She was very close to her friends and family and had a lot of people who cared about her. One of Amanda's best traits was that she always lived her life in her own way. She loved to laugh and smile. We've been through a lot throughout the few years we were friends. We have also had our ups and downs, like most friends do. But we always seemed to pull through them together. I loved Amanda for that. We always put the past behind us like it never happened. Amanda was the type of friend who would call me at 2 in the morning, acting like it was 2 in the afternoon. I will always remember her singing our sleepovers, staying up all night, watching movies, and all of our memories. It is impossible to put into words the importance of friendship and how much I will miss Amanda. How much I miss Amanda. She's definitely made me think differently about life and has shown me not to take things for granted. Amanda, thank you for our friendship, and I will miss you forever and will never forget our time together.
My much-loved memory with Amanda is when we were at her cabin. We were riding her dirt bikes, and while riding, I had what we called after pedal panic. To say the least, I crashed into her, and we both fell and cut our legs open pretty badly. Amanda still insisted we go for a ride up the mountain, so as we all knew Amanda, we ended up going for the ride. When we got back to the cabin, we were in so much pain, we had to use chairs as crutches because we could barely bend our knees. I also will always remember the times at swim meets when you would sing your lungs out in the bathroom. I'll always remember our memories, laughs, inside jokes, and most importantly, our friendship. You, Amanda, have made me see the world in a different perspective, and I will always remember you. I wish I could have said an appropriate goodbye, and yet I know you're standing over us right now, so I'm saying it now. Goodbye, Amanda. I love you forever and always.
Thank you, ladies. Our next tribute comes from Amanda's friend, Shania.
Here's a letter I actually wrote for Amanda. It took me just over a month to write this, but I eventually got through it. Every time I see a picture of you, I feel like I want to cry, but almost as if it's impossible to do so. I'll forever cherish the friendship me and her had, the things we helped each other with, and our conversations. It's almost like I can remember it like it was yesterday. Like the summer we had at your cabin, beautiful Mississauga Lake. On that trip, you told me I was like your sister. I'll never forget the sound of your voice. Leave my head. The people we met, the amazing memories we had, the experiences, the fights we got each other out of, everything. I remember on our way up there, we sang to Adele and rapped to Eminem. And of course, the original country music we listened to on the dirt road. You got me back into country, and I can never thank you more. You were definitely one of the closest friends I've had, and I will always consider you one of my best friends. I felt like our lives are practically the same. You had your story, I have mine, both very similar and in need of a friend. That's how we got so close. Everyone made fun of you, but I stuck by you. Many hated you, but you truly had some amazing friends. Sadly, by the end, you gave up. It's been a while now since you left us to reach the heavens and begin to look down upon us, but it's still so hard to believe that you're actually gone. It's still taking time to register, and it always will. I'll never have another friend like you, that's for sure. It felt so recent, yet so long ago. I was sitting next to you, talking about life, asking for advice, giving advice, relationships, anything that came to mind. You'll always be an inspiration to me. You said one day you wanted to become famous. Well, now you are. Your words and actions have made such a big impact all around. As for the bullies, they're selfish. Some now care about what they've said, but it'll never change what they did. To have broken down someone so much, it's unbelievable. Bullying needs to stop, and it needs to be heard and said by the youth. It'll never change what they did. To have broken down someone so much, it's unbelievable. Bullying needs to stop, and it needs to be heard and said by the youth. People ask, why is Amanda Todd getting so much attention for something she did that many others have done throughout time? Well, here's my answer. Your words, your experiences, everything you went through had a saying, and many others could relate to you. You made mistakes, everyone makes them, but you focus so much on helping others on many things you personally should have gotten help with. And it got through to people. You were strong, very strong. In fact, it takes the strongest to make a decision like this. You are a beautiful, smart girl with so much potential in life, and I wish you could have stuck by us longer to realize that. I wish I could have hugged you one last time and told you that everything would be okay, to hear your voice one last time. You were truly an amazing friend.